Okay, so this is video 2 of how to build a house. In last video I showed you basically the layout when you're laying out for the footers. So they've been digging the footers. What they've done, you saw this excavator over here earlier, but basically they started from the lowest spot, okay? And they're going to work to that corner, the highest spot way over there. So there's about 4 feet elevation difference between these two, and you can see what they do. Footers have to go in perfectly level. Obviously you want foundation level, you start out here. So they're using a laser level, and you look right there, you can see them using it right now, and that tells them how deep to go. And and the transmitter on that is over there, okay? And so what they've done is they've dug down, and then 1 foot up, they've pounded these stakes in, and they've graded this perfectly level. And what will happen is, because the natural grade is going up, as you can see, this trench will get, I don't know if you can tell, but it's getting deeper and deeper. So you get to a certain point, because we're going to have to take block up above the ground, obviously. So you get to a certain point where they do what is called a step footer, okay? So they've come around here perfectly level, they've come around here. And right where that is, if you can see, the ground is now stepped up 16 inches, and that's basically 2 courses of block. And it, you can see it a little better from the side probably, but you can see we've gone from there over to there, and now we're up 16 inches, and we're reestablished our 1 foot footer thickness again. And they'll go around for a while, and they'll come around to this side, and it's the ground can continue to grade up. So they've done another step footer, another 16 inches right there, and so 32 inches of difference all. And what that allows you to do is save how much block that you have to use. Okay, so step footers are pretty normal. When they're ready to pour, they'll put a board across the front of that, and when they do that, that'll stop the footer right there, and it'll go straight down, and then the block will come like this, and so it will be however many courses there, 2 more courses when it steps down. So then they've come all the way around. See, they've gone around, and here's the porch cut out, right? So they're doing an incredible job, moving right along. And I believe there's probably 1 more step that they'll have to do before this is all over, but that's all basically following, digging out that line that was 8 inches beyond where the block's going to go. That's a 24-inch footer. That's a 12-inch height on the footer. So this will all get poured solid with concrete. We'll show you that in a future video once we get to that point. But and then that'll set up, and the block guys will go from there. So any of the observant folks may have noticed these squares. They're in the middle. And what these are actually foundations for the piers. So when we put the floor together at some point in the future, there's going to be beams that go across here. One goes across here, one across there, and one that goes all the way, long ways across there. And in the center of them, they have piers, which basically are supports that will be 16 by 16, and then they're sitting on a 30 by 30 by 12 inch deep concrete footing. So he's got to dig that down, put that footing in, so that's ready for the masons too. So there's quite a series of these, and then there's a couple out that way, and those are actually going to be the posts for the carport. So all of that still will get cut in today. So lots of work, but they're making their way around. They've got 2 sides done, halfway down the third, and they're just banging away.